I met this girl when I was 11, and we hit it off right away. We were friends right away. We had a lot of the same interests. We were both extremely myopic. And yeah, we just hit it off immediately, and we were really good friends for a long time. Um, she moved away for a few years, and she actually moved back. And then we remained friends for a long time. But we didn't stay in the same town. We, kind of still talked here and there, and I still considered her a friend, and I still considered her a very special person in my life because she was one of my oldest friends. She broke up with me because I'm a TERF a couple years ago. Um, it wasn't really that surprising, um, because we hadn't really been talking that much, and we didn't really have a relationship we were maintaining. It was just kind of just like liking each other's posts on social media occasionally. One thing I will give her credit for, though, is she actually asked me what my position was over social media, over technology. Um, and I explained it to her, and I was actually um I was pretty subtle, or at least I was trying to be. I didn't say anything like disparaging towards trans folks other than the fact that I felt that they were most likely just gay or lesbian and trying to fit in and cover that up by being trans. And she was like, okay, well, my friend was like, okay, well, you're not the same Leah I knew. So I'm just, I don't think she said we can't be friends anymore. I think she said I'm going to have to unfollow you, which is a real, uh, what is the word I'm looking for? It's just really interesting. I want to talk about this because this is a pretty prevalent theme, um, for women I meet online and women I know in person. This is something that happens constantly, and it's going to happen to you if you're um, a proper radical and voice your opinion. Come here. Come on in. Anyway, so it's going to happen to you if you're a proper radical, and you ought to state your position. If you don't state your position, you may as well not have it. If you just, sit in silent compliance for your entire life and twiddle your thumbs and don't speak out when you know it's right, are you even a radical? But I digress. If it comes out, if the fact that you don't believe in the trans theology comes out, is divulged to any friends of yours, you will most likely lose friends if you haven't already. So many women have commented on videos and just on IG, and I've gotten DMs too from women who have, countless women in countless countries who have lost friends because they believe what they do. And they say how they feel, and they state their opinions, which is the right opinion. Because I've said it a cajillion times before, no one can change their biological sex. That's entirely impossible and frankly ridiculous to assume. So that's really unfortunate, but it's to be expected because this is a very strong-minded cult. This is a very financially stable cult, and this is also the popular belief, for most Western countries, as far as I'm aware. And that still makes it wrong. All those things, it's still wrong. But so I just wanted to chat a little bit about like what this is going to look like for you if it has not yet already happened. So somehow it's going to come up that you're a hashtag filthy TERF like me. And your whoever it is, your friend you're with, may not really react in the moment. If you do it in person, which I hope you do, your friend will probably just not talk about it, but they'll remember it. Or if you express your opinion online, they will most likely approach you online, probably days after the fact, and be like, "You're a TERF," or that kind of bullshit. Anyway, but what's happened to me, and this has happened to me many times, I'm just gonna remind you, so this happened to me. I was broken up with for being a TERF shortly after college. Shortly after that, again, with another friend group, and it's happened multiple times since then. I've gotten to the point where if I'm starting to become friends with people, I like to divulge my TERF status rather soon, because if they're not gonna be friends with me, tight, move on. But so because this has happened to me so many times, I can give you some protocol for how they behave. They will most likely send you a message. If they don't send you a message, they will probably just give you the silent treatment. If it's not a direct silent treatment, they'll probably just not answer any contact you try to make with them. They will probably act distant toward you. They might just do the bare minimum of reacting with you that they can. Or they'll just, and if you confront them on it through social media, they'll probably just be like, well, you're a TERF or something. But in my experience, most of the time, they will send you a message saying your TERF beliefs are I laugh because it's funny to me at this point. I'm so used to it. They'll say your TERF beliefs are harmful. They'll say your TERF beliefs promote hate. They'll say your TERF beliefs harm trans people. They will most likely call you a TERF. And TERF actually stands for a lot of things, like tirelessly explaining reality to fuckwits, and it also stands for totally excellent real female. So just keep that in mind when they call you that. Hey, Aaron, I'm just calling to let you know. I'm just texting you to let you know that your TERF beliefs, your totally excellent real female beliefs, your tirelessly explaining reality to fuckwits beliefs aren't conducive to who I am as a person. That's has a totally different sound to it. They're going to send you a message. It's going to have all the necessary buzzwords in it that they use. Harmful, TERF, promotes hate, hateful, violent. That's a good one, because it's really violent to believe in reality and sometimes voice that fact. Yeah, that's #violent. Okay. And if they don't block you before you're able to respond, I fully encourage you to respond, because whatever you're going to say, they deserve to hear it. And just keep in mind, though, that these are people that cannot be reasoned with. They don't do it to your face. They don't break up with you as a friend to your face because they're not reasonable. And if you were to confront them in person, I encourage that as well. But just remember, this is someone who broke up with you through text message because you believe in basic reality. Does that sound like someone who can be reasoned with? Yeah, I didn't think so. If you're experiencing this now for the first time, I'm sorry. I really am. I try to be lighthearted about it because I'm a vet at this point of losing friends for being a TERF, but it is really shitty, and it really sucks, especially when it's people who you thought really cared for you. But also keep in mind, was this person really your friend? Were they an active, engaging friend in your life? Or did they like use you for some reason? Did they use you because they needed a ride somewhere? Did they use you because like for whatever reason? Did they use you to just rant to you occasionally? Like, was this a mutual, heartfelt friendship? Is a question you should ask yourself about any moron who dumps you for believing in reality. Like I said, it sucks, but it's just something that's going to happen. And it's really not fair. And it's just entirely like, it's entirely obvious to me that this is a cult. This is a dangerous cult that has saturated our society and continues to do so. This is a dangerous cult that harms children and continues to do so. This is a dangerous cult that is aimed at miseducating children. In a few years, we're going to have extreme amounts of unplanned pregnancies. We're going to have extreme amounts of STDs and things of that general nature because everyone's lying to children about what your biological sex is and how that functions. Last I heard, I think that people younger than me literally believe that if you just take some hormones and you get some surgeries, you will have switched to the opposite sex. And I heard this story, probably told it on here before, but I'll tell it again, from another radical woman who, I don't know if she heard this from a trans man or from like a doctor, but it was one or the other. And she said that this trans man had, gone through all the surgeries. He had gotten a fake arm skin penis inserted. I'm sorry, I misgendered her. She had gotten a fake arm skin penis, corn dog arm skin, and she had gotten her breasts removed, and she had been on hormones. And she said, okay, now that I've transitioned, can I get my girlfriend pregnant? Is that someone who can adequately consent to life-altering surgeries? The answer is no. Anyway, friends, keep fighting the good fight. You are a good person for having your beliefs. You are in the right for having your beliefs and stating them, and you're in the right for calling transing children child abuse, because it is. And it always will be. Stay strong. Don't let any former friends get you down, because we're going to change the world for the better, and they're the ones who are changing the world for the worse.